Next up, this one is Jason Cooledge versus Ryan Robinson's brother, Matt Robinson.
Jason, the Animal Cooledge, fighting out of Colchester, BKK Fighters Gym.
My name's Matt Robinson. I'm from South London and I'm fighting out of Semtex Gym.
My preparation for this fight's been completely different to my last. New gym, new training partners, been well so far out of my comfort zone. I can't even see it anymore.
This is a new weight I'm fighting at. I'm feeling in the best shape of my life. I've trained too hard for this fight and it's going to be an exciting one. You ain't going to want to take your eyes off of this.
Matt Robinson, you know the old saying, the bigger you are, the harder you fall, or you're going down hard tonight.
Jason, I've trained long and hard for this fight. I'm in great shape. I hope you are too, and I hope you're ready to put on a show.
It's time for some welterweight action here at the Troxy as Jason Cooledge takes on Matt Robinson. And Ben, Jason Cooledge.
Jason Cooledge, a fantastic prospect. Good 3-1-0 record, had a team Shockwave, 24 years of age, 5'9", and we've seen him Ultimate Challenge before and he showed a very good performance. And I mean, these young kids, as we so often say, that are coming into this sport and are training proper mixed martial arts, don't really have any bad habits to unlearn. They're coming in and learning exactly what they need to learn. And this guy's a tremendous prospect.
Now making his way in from the Semtex Gym, Matt Robinson.
And very tall for the weight, Rob. 6'3" at welterweight. And at that kind of, with that kind of height advantage, he's going to have a real advantage over most people he faces at this weight. Undefeated 2-0 out of the Semtex Gym. A great prospect versus prospect fight here in the welterweight division.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head about height. I mean, every time I see a photograph of myself up against my opponent at heavyweight, I think, how did I manage? The guys now, even some of the lightweights are like 6'2", you know, huge. But obviously the reach advantage Robinson has.
Being undefeated, 2-0. He knows how to win, but more importantly, he really isn't going to want to lose. He's going to want to protect that undefeated record and establish himself and try and get a streak together.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is in the CageRage UK welterweight division. Sponsored by Never Back Down 2, The Beatdown. Also sponsored by officialwatches.co.uk, the official timekeeper of CageRage UK. And by Lantern Recovery. And now, introducing our first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 3 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 76.8 kilograms. Fighting out of Shockwave, Jason Cooledge. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with an undefeated record of 2 wins, no losses. He weighed in at 77 kilograms. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. Fighting out of Semtex Gym, Matt Robinson.
Just look at the height advantage on Robinson. Wow, this man is huge for a welterweight.
That's right. Ben made a very, very good point. If he can use that range to his advantage, he could be an absolute horror fight for most welterweights in this country.
Well, if he's a striker, he's definitely going to use that reach advantage. If he's a grappler, I'd be in the gym showing him how to do a triangle from day 1 to day dot, because those long legs of his will work fantastic from the guard.
Right now, picking away at Cooledge with
oh,
some
nice head kick.
strikes. Just as I said, it lands a nice head kick. Needs to be careful with those elbows.
No, that was 12 to 6. Fight!
1 for the elbows. Illegal elbows when your fist is up at the 12 o'clock and your elbows come down to the 6. It is not allowed.
And Robinson, as he'd be well served, he's staying on the outside, looking to set everything up with that jab.
A good check by Cooledge.
You make a very good point, Ian, with those incredibly long legs. He'd have a really dangerous guard because those submissions can come out of nowhere. When you think you're safe, you could swim those hips round.
Well, he's back on the outside now as Cooledge. He was actually in an advantage. Now he's got the clinch. I was going to say he did have an advantage because he had Robinson up against the cage. It was those elbows what split them, and then they had to start from the centre of the ring again, to the disadvantage of Cooledge. But now we're back up against the cage. Going for the single leg is Cooledge.
With the leg grapevine, he'll be looking to spin the pipe and turn his man round if he can.
Great defense there by Robinson.
Some very hard shots going in, giving Cooledge more to think about as he looks for the takedown, doesn't quite get it.
Tremendous balance at that point, and it just shows the game plan.
Stop. Get off. Right, listen to me. Watch the back of the head, please, and watch the elbows. Okay, do you understand me?
Now, will Danielle start this fight back up against the cage or from the middle?
You ready?
Wow. Well, there you go. Another disadvantage to Cooledge. He wants his man against the cage. He wants to take him down. He wants to get in the clinch. He doesn't want to be on the outside like this.
Twice strikes all day if he stays on the outside, Ian.
Yeah, well, twice he's been, illegally fouled. Nah, and that's here. That's exactly where he wants it again. Back to the cage, but he's had to work hard for this as Cooledge.
Stop.
And again, it's putting Cooledge at a disadvantage.
Well, our referee, Danielle, illegal shots to the back of the head. 1 point deducted. He has to work hard to either get a draw or win this round now.
He's firing that leg kick up to the head.
Nicely grabbed for the single, and it's finally down to the ground. Now, what does this long-legged man Robinson have from the guard?
And be careful of it, leaving his neck in there. Putting his hands on the mat. Robinson got a hook on that side. Just looking to lock his man up.
With just under 2.5 minutes left in this round, and Cooledge finally gets it where he wants it. But will he be able to make it pay for him? Robinson comfortable, close guard. Keeping good control of Cooledge at the moment.
Well, Robinson doing well. Nice wrist control.
The triangle, he's trying to set it up. Let's go. Body head, let's go. Body head.
And from a judge's point of view, I mean, if Cooledge can control the pace and keep it here for the remainder of the round, landing strikes, and he wins the round with the point deduction, that's a 10-8, and that's going to put him at a massive advantage in a 3-round fight.
Huge difference, Ben. But will the judges say that? Will the judges award that? We still have 1 minute 40 seconds left.
Cooledge, Robinson, as you rightly said, Ian, seems to be looking for that triangle, grabbing a wrist, trying to control it, trying to turn on his hips, trying to find his way through for it.
You can hear the corner of Cooledge there saying he's setting up a triangle, he's looking to push across, maybe swim one of those arms through and fire his legs up over the top.
Body head, let's go. Body head, push the box.
Well, if I had any criticism of the way Cooledge is fighting from the guard here, his head is down too many times. He needs to sit back, he needs the posture. That's the only way he's going to get some good shots off. I love it when a guy puts his head down on my stomach like that because I can reverse, I'll get back to my feet. And there's the reverse!
Beautiful,
wow,
fantastic.
Beautiful reversal by Robinson.
And he's got both the hooks in straight away. And we talk about those long legs. Maybe he'd be better served with a body triangle from this position if he can roll this man over.
Happy to chop away, not even looking for that submission.
Nice control, big strikes coming down, working for the rear naked. Is it on? No, it's not. Cooledge doing well to defend.
He's got those long legs hooked through, both hooks in, very good. He's got to be careful of getting a bit too high. Cooledge attacking the other arm to try and resist.
Well, credit to Cooledge, doing really well to avoid this. Keeping hold of the arm, he has 20 seconds left. I think he will survive this round.
It looks like he's trying to turn around and end up in the guard of his man.
Robinson doing a good job, climbs his way back up. Still got those hooks.
This is great control, he's kept hold of that back.
Well, how will the judges see this? Because this is the end of the round. Robinson comes back well, taking the back of Cooledge. Will this work out to be a 9-9 round?
And certainly eventful first round.
And this was to Robinson's advantage, wasn't it, Ben? The beautiful strikes, the range, he used it really well.
He showed very good takedown defense on a number of occasions. And here we see him just backing up, and Cooledge did exactly what he had to do. He had to come forward, get hold of his man, and get the takedown.
That's right, he did really well there to drive his man to the canvas, but he couldn't do enough with it when he was there, Ben.
And here's that sweep from the Kimura position. You watch, he'll plant one of his hips, and then he'll use it to come over, and there we go, straight to the mount. Beautiful technique.
Well, that was to the disadvantage of Cooledge. His head was too low all the time. You know, a ground and pound position is not have your head on your opponent's stomach. Maybe it's just for a short while till you get a breather, but you need to sit back on your heels, posture and strike.
So here we go. I'm expecting much of the same as the first. Robinson to use advantage in range and the strikes.
Well, I think if Cooledge gets this down to the ground, he wants to get the side control as quick as he can, because Robinson is definitely controlling this fight, even though he has Cooledge in his guard. Nice jumping knee there by Robinson. Once again, Cooledge working hard for the takedown, going for the single. With great balance, great control does Robinson.
There's an explosive technique from Robinson. The only disadvantage is he almost did Cooledge's work for him. He made his opponent didn't have to close the distance because he closed it for him. And now he's holding onto that single and he'll be looking for to work for it. Maybe switch it up to a high crotch if he can pick up and get over.
Looking to go deep on his man, pick him up, but unable.
Nicely done. That was beautiful by Cooledge. It was a great transition from single leg to double.
And going for that Kimura again.
Oh, he has it in tight.
Looking to turn again on his hips.
From the half guard position.
Cooledge sees it coming early.
Yeah, he's defending well. He's grabbing his own bicep. That'll stop the arm coming out.
That's right, looking to flatten the hip of Robinson as well.
But at least Cooledge is in a better position this time. He's in the half guard. Once he gets this arm free, this is where he needs to bring down some big bombs. But Robinson is not going to leave go of this too early. He wants to keep a hold of that. That's what's stopping him. But now, oh, wow, nicely done by Cooledge. Now what does he have from the half guard?
Get those hips low. Hips low. Control the head. Push his head. Push on his head.
Robinson's going to be looking to push through and get that guard back. And now we see.
Well, I can hear the corner men of Cooledge saying posture. That's what he needs to do. Keep the hips low and posture the head.
Push on his face. Push on his face. Push on his face. Push on his face, Jason. Walk your shoulders forward now.
And like you said, Ian, the mistake Cooledge is making is he is keeping his head low end at the bottom there. And what you tend to see is all the attacks and all the submissions that Robinson can throw up require his man to be in that position.
And look where Cooledge's backside. It's up in the air. It should not be up in the air. That's how we got reversed the last time. The higher up your backside means your hips are up high. Your center of gravity is too high. You're going to get reversed. If Robinson knew triangles from here, I think he would be able to pull one off quite easy. Because when someone is putting the head down like that, backside up in the air, the defense is not even there. Cooledge needs to do it the other way around. He needs to bring the backside down and the head up, not the head down and the backside up. From there, he'll have better position, stronger base, and his strikes will be heavier.
Both fighters starting to tire, I believe, as this fight seems to have really slowed. It's almost a snail's pace.
Robinson, for me, showing a nice defensive guard. He's locking his man up at every opportunity and he's holding him in. Maybe looking for the stand-up, looking to swing the legs over the top there.
Oh, that was close to an illegal head kick there, but he just got to his feet. Nicely timed by Robinson.
Well, Robinson's going to want to pick his man apart, and there's a nice jab.
Well, this has to be frustrating for Cooledge because he's working hard to get the takedown. When he does get the takedown, Robinson is just controlling him from his back.
Some nice knees to the legs there, coming in by Cooledge, giving his man something else to think about.
Cooledge with a half body lock, chopping away to the inside of the thigh of Robinson.
Referee having a very close look at the action, excuse me. She ascertains that there's not enough action going on, and maybe she'll look to stop it. But shoot in for, again is Cooledge and looking for the takedown.
Robinson's defense is fantastic. Really, really good hips. Nice strong base against the cage. And what I like about Robinson is he turns his hips the correct way. Every time that Cooledge tries to take him down, his hips go the right way. As we say that though, Ben, he gets him to the floor. This time he's in side control. Now Robinson will not be as strong from this position. Cooledge needs to take every advantage in this, the last 30 seconds.
That's right, Robinson against the cage. Limits the amount of space he has.
And the takedown defense we've seen from Robinson can surely be attributed to his camp, knowing that he's coming in there against a smaller fighter who's going to come in and try and take him down. It's clear that his gym has worked that single leg defense, because his balance from that position has been quite impeccable.
Well, they've heard the 10-second knock. The corner of Cooledge is screaming for shots. They're screaming for him to throw some punches down.
Very, very different second round this time. A lot of it spent on the floor, but a great opening flying knee there from Robinson.
Flying knee didn't quite land there, and here's the story. Cooledge on the single, looks to grate round the leg and get his man to the floor, and then he goes for the double, and he's able to come into it, but lands his arm in the Kimura position, and this was where Robinson threatened for a while.
Well, you know what it is with Robinson, what he's doing so well? He's frustrating Cooledge. Cooledge is doing great, don't get me wrong, he's doing good. Making a few mistakes, there was the strike to the head from the bottom. But Cooledge is making a few mistakes, but he's still fighting real well. What is more impressive is Robinson. Robinson is spoiling everything he does. And as a fighter, when you're getting all your moves spoiled like that, you think to yourself, what do I have to do to win this fight? So instead of thinking of attack, he's thinking, what do I have to do now? Robinson is the man who's in charge right now, and if Cooledge doesn't do something nice and quick in this round, I think Robinson could win in the judges' eyes. Well, Jason is an experienced fighter. This is his 4th fight. He trains hard for every single one. Like I said, we spoke earlier, he wants this fight to be a win. Will this 3rd round push him on even more?
And if you're in the corner of Matt Robinson, you've got to be telling him not to go for anything kicks-wise too fancy. Don't go for anything high. Just set everything up with that jab, and don't let your opponent have a chance to come in and get that takedown.
Well, Robinson definitely won the 2nd round, but what his corner might be thinking is, has he won the 1st round? Remember, he got a point deducted. Oh, Cooledge looking at him, shouting, come on.
It's the frustration on Cooledge, I think.
That's exactly what it is, Rob. What I said earlier, he's thinking to himself, what do I have to do to beat this guy? Because everything I do, he's spoiling, and that is making him frustrated.
Let's be honest, gentlemen, from Robinson's point of view, this is picture perfect what he needs to do. He needs to rule the outside with those long arms. He needs to set everything up behind the jab and keep moving.
And like I said earlier, it's not what Jason Cooledge is doing wrong, it's what Robinson is doing right. Robinson is in no hurry to rush this round.
There's a nice leg kick. And all he's scoring, like you say, just backing off enough and really making Cooledge reach. You can see the reach advantage there, as Cooledge came sprawling out for that shot and still didn't hit his target. Oh, and he caught his man there, and now he's coming underneath and he'll be looking for that takedown.
Again though, Robinson, great defence from this position, making Cooledge really, really work. Cooledge looking for that single again, drops his weight.
That's been his go-to takedown, sorry Rob.
He just can't get that lift. For me, Robinson's just too tall. He's standing at 6'3". Cooledge unable to get him upright. Again, possibly looking to sweep that double.
And that's the disadvantage he has when someone is so tall like that. It's very hard to get above their centre of gravity and pick them up. But you've got to give it to Robinson. Nice hips, nice balance, nice control. But Cooledge will not give in. This man knows he needs to win this round. He will keep on trying for this takedown.
Let's be honest, gentlemen, this position incredibly fatiguing for both men.
Oh, without a doubt, Ben. It is so hard when you're trying to take your opponent down like this and you can't get him down.
You see the exertion on the face of Cooledge there, going red as he comes forward.
Switches legs now.
And incredibly fatiguing, simply because it's 100% in one way against 100% in another. It's a real meeting of force and there's no give either way. Muscles can fill up with lactic acid incredibly quickly in this position.
Well, I've had guys who've done boxing, I've had guys who've done wrestling on the ground, but as soon as they do standing grappling like this, they see it tires them out more than both the other two put together. And those who haven't tried this form of grappling while standing, it is hard work.
You make a very good point in about the centre of gravity. It seems that Cooledge just can't get the elevation that he needs. And that's why, as we alluded to at the start, someone like Robinson, 6'3" as a welterweight, if he continues to develop and put a skill set together, he could give a lot of people a lot of trouble.
I'd be getting him back in that gym, learning him triangles from that position, from the guard. He could have finished this fight earlier if he knew how to do triangles real well. Now grabbing the guillotine is Robinson.
He's looking to swim through. He's got that locked in nice and tight.
Cooledge could be in trouble here.
He's got the guard locked.
And Cooledge is tired, remember? He's getting ready to tap.
He's thinking about it. The hands came up.
He's thinking about it.
That's a really tight-looking guillotine.
Oh, Cooledge's hand came up to tap, but then decided he wasn't going to. He's just put his thumb up. He's fine. He's just indicated to Danielle, our referee, that it was fine.
From Robinson's point of view, and he's going for that guillotine, but a very hard submission to finish at this late stage, simply because of the power and the exertion needed.
Well, Cooledge does have the arm in. A lot harder to apply a guillotine.
He's thinking about the time. You can see it. The hand came up then.
Cooledge holding on, trying to find space to breathe.
Robinson putting the pressure on. He's got his head cranked in a very unnatural position.
Now he's out. Nicely done by Cooledge.
Less than 30 seconds on the clock though.
And what he's going to want to do is finish strongly, because for the last 30-40 seconds he was in that submission. And once again, as you alluded to, Ian, postural mistakes made by Cooledge.
Backside in the air and head down. He needs to go back to the gym. It's backside down and head up.
As the fight finishes.
We're going to go to the judges on this one, and I've got to be honest, gentlemen, it's quite a difficult one to call.
Well, here we have the replay. Nice leg kicks. Robinson using that reach to his advantage. It was all hard work for Cooledge to try and close the distance. Again, the inside kicks. This is where Cooledge caught him. This is what made the gap close. Again, but the balance of Robinson, everything that Cooledge tried, it was hard to get down to the ground.
And as we've said, gentlemen, you can attribute that to his gym. Obviously schooling him in takedown defense, knowing he's fighting a short man, and here's the guillotine attempt right near the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. After 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout 29-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Jason Cooledge! And your runner-up, Matt Robinson.
You are super tough. What can I say? They don't call me the animal for no reason, you know what I mean? I mean, when you had that guillotine on, that was looking really tight, bro. That was tight, mate. That was tight, but